Well, look who's back. Sorry for the jump scare at the beginning of this video, and thank you to my friend Erin Bees, who sent me this video. She reacted to a portion of it, and I'll put the link below for you to go watch that. It's shorter. Her facial expressions are hilarious. Her commentary is always really good, and you might really enjoy that video. There's some alarming stuff that I saw that she was commenting on that Higdon was saying. Apparently, he's lost his YouTube channel too. I don't know whether he just deleted it or if people reported it and somehow it got taken down, but I think he's starting another one. There's like a couple of hundred subscribers already. I don't know what's going on there, but I do know that all his videos from the 2 seasons of that reality show called Play to Win, all those videos just disappeared too when that YouTube channel went. Fortunately, I've already reacted to all those videos on live streams when I first began speaking out, but I also have downloaded them. So if you are ever interested in making content with these, if you are a journalist, if you are a content creator, you're making content on cults, scams, multi-level marketing, find me on Instagram and I'll send you those videos. Okay, so let's see what he has to say. The grift continues. So, I wanted to also say this before I get into this. You might believe, as a person of faith, if you are a Christian, that you are operating your multi-level marketing company ethically by following Ray Higdon. But the truth is that you have subjected your faith to worship him. He has now placed himself as an intermediary between you and God. And that is what is going on. And I'm sorry to tell you that, and you need to hear it. A lot of people of faith, of Christian faith, it's like of all faiths anyway, but Christianity is a big one, will be manipulated into staying, into giving more money to different people in multi-level marketing. So it could be multi-level marketing companies, multi-level marketing coaching. And what really, really pisses me off is when I see people's faiths being twisted and distorted and woven into a new tapestry. And my fear is that when you eventually wake up, you're going to see how tainted and distorted and twisted your faith became to serve a multi-level marketing cult, where the only point is just your subservience, your compliance, and to extract as much money and time from you as possible. And I know this might be coming across sounding really harsh, but I don't pull any punches. I'm blunt as fuck. You need to hear this. There's a reason why you're watching this video. You are a Christian, you are of faith, you feel really good, you see similarities, and you start to make excuses for the person who is manipulating and conning you. My fear is that once you wake up trying to unravel that tapestry where your faith has been woven into this thing, is that you're gonna lose it. And that's horrible. You should be allowed to believe in whatever you want and not have it used against you. This stuff is dark. There's no other way around it. I'm going to do my best to add commentary here, but if you are, this isn't a conversation about whether or not he really is a Christian. This guy is a con man. You know how many thousands of people this guy has scammed? And there will be comments that will be making apologies. Oh, I think he's found God. You're a fool. And a fool and his money are easily parted. And even still, if you still are like, I don't care, you don't understand. You look like a fool to everybody outside watching your behavior. This is so clearly a scam, and it is so repulsive and just gross on its own that seeing you defend it and this strange, I don't even know what to call it, simping of this guy, it's off-putting. People are feeling sorry for you. You're not building your business. You're not building it ethically. You're caught in a cult. And this guy's got history. I've been speaking out since December 2021, and there's been a lot of other people have it as well. I encourage you to actually go do your research instead of having a myopic view where you filter everything through as good and evil because I am a person of faith. Your faith is being used against you. Okay, let's take a look at this.
Hey,
what's up?
what
What's
is up? What's
happening?
happening? Happy Tuesday.
Some things never change. This is so loud. I don't know how to turn them down.
How are you? Greetings. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? What's up? I got a special one for you here today. At least I think it is. I think
Oh my
it'll help some
God.
people.
Oh my God.
I've
This is
had
going to be
a
so
few people
brutal.
ask me about this. And so I'm going to be sharing my eating and exercise routine. That's
who is asking for his eating and exercise routine? I'll tell you who. An ever diminishing audience of delusional dude bros and senior citizens. The grandmas of network marketing, they like Ray. It is so fucking weird. I see the comments. I delete the comments every once in a while. It's like every once in a while there's been something that's gone out in the multi-level marketing universe, you know? And these fuckers come onto my videos and they find a video from like, I don't know, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and they think they're being quite pithy and witty, and they're so delusional. It's just, they're becoming more and more delusional. And I have to laugh. Like, I want to see these people exit, but at the same time, I'm like, you are a senior citizen with 32 people on like subscribers on YouTube. You're embarrassing yourself. This isn't, I can't even believe anybody that would be looking to this guy for exercise advice and what to eat. Check out Aaron's video because I've got a lot to say because I'm going to be tying it back with what happened in Rank Makers and adding, you know, my commentary about cults and stuff. This is just bizarre. He doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. But God is telling him. This is the I'm going to wreck it for you. The what the hell is it called? A spoiler alert. Why did I forget that? The spoiler alert is that God is telling him what to eat and what to exercise. Every minute of every day, he's like, God, should I do this? Oh, okay, that's what I should do. Yeah.
helped me lose 30 pounds. I just feel fantastic, man.
You look fantastic. You can tell you got a lot of energy.
Feel absolutely fantastic. And I got nothing for sale. So I'm not selling you supplements. I'm not
That's funny. I don't have anything to sell either. I don't monetize my content.
enrolling you in.
But I think you're full of shit. You are going to sell something.
Anything. Got nothing for you. I'm just going to share what I'm doing. Okay. Is that fair?
Do you think he's going to sell something? Drop a deuce in the comments if you think he's going to sell something.
It's not some trick.
If not, no big deal.
I'm just sharing what I'm doing, and hopefully it helps you out. Hopefully it helps you out. And so I'm going to share, there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 categories because I've had a lot of people ask me like, well, what are you eating? Well,
how many people were asking, and were they all grandmas? The grandmas of network marketing? Oh, what are you eating? What dude bro is asking you for advice about working out and what you're eating? It's probably one. I think I know which one too. Could the dude bro have been in Transact card and then paid per letter and then now your new MLM? Maybe.
Exercising. Well, what are you doing for this? And so I'm just trying to knock this out in one video so I don't have to repeat myself. And then I'm going to point back to this video, you know, for a long time until my routines drastically change. And so I will stick around and answer questions for a little bit. And so there.
Get on with it. Come on, let's go.
Who's excited?
Be succinct.
Is this
oh my God.
Like this idea that I'm not sharing my weight loss journey to sell you a supplement or a protein shake or something? I'll share. I mean, I take some of that stuff, not much. But
it's so weird because I don't know if he still is with Rank Makers, like selling MLM coaching, but that's the whole point. It's like we were taught to share the journey, but then he humiliates people who purchase coaching from him. And it creates this really abusive dependency where you know, you're never good enough in multi-level marketing. You're never, because most people must lose, but they also must believe that that inevitable loss is their own fault. So then you have this weird other like appendage on top of multi-level marketing, which is multi-level marketing coaching. You're like, well, share your weight loss journey, share your hair care journey. But then he's making a video. Well, I'm going to be sharing my weight loss journey, and I don't even have anything to sell. Not like all you losers that give me money for my 100K inner circle coaching program, where I'm going to tell you to do exactly what you should do. And then I'm going to make another video about my weight loss journey. I'm going to mock you for it. Oh, you know, if you've been in Rank Makers or if you've been in some kind of coaching thing, you know exactly what I'm saying is the truth. There's going to be so many things you're going to get so prickly and offended, and there's going to be way more things that you have to agree with me, and you're not going to like it. And then this will be your awakening. This is going to be the kick in the pants you need to be like, oh God, what have I been a part of? I'm starting to really see things differently. Yeah, I know. We all know it's okay. You're in good hands here.
But I take some of that stuff. I do have a protein shake that I drink, but I'm not selling it. You get it at Costco.
Oh my God.
I take a few supplements, but they're all, you know, pretty generic. They're not anything I'm selling you. My
Get
sneaker
on with
collection.
it.
I don't have a big sneaker collection. I'm just not a sneaker guy.
Can you imagine somebody? I wonder how many people are on his live streams now. This guy used to be popular. I'm telling you, he used to be super popular, like all these people. And now I think, I mean, if you can squeeze out 5 people watching a live stream, I think that's what's going on now. I think he even like disables comments sometimes. This video is gone. You can't find this video. It's just disappeared since whatever happened to his YouTube channel. I really wonder who he pissed off if somebody like reported him. There's got to be a list over the years. The people this guy is fucked over, it's just getting longer and longer and longer. Oh my God.
Guy, man. I got a couple cool ones. I mean, I used to have an impressive watch collection, but I sold all my watches. I had over 100 grand worth of watches.
How much did you make for that? Did you sell on Kijiji? Imagine he had to pay his bills. Maybe he had some lawsuits he had to pay off. Maybe he had, I wonder what other expenses that he has going on, little side real estate deals going on. I wonder where all that money went. 100 grand, had 100. I wonder how much you made. 50 grand, had 100 grand of watches. Times must be tough. Times have changed. 100 grand, $100,000 worth of watches. I just had to sell them. Surprised you just didn't throw them out because you have so much money. Such an abundance mindset. Why sell it? Why not just give it away? Oh, there's some interesting things going on. I wonder what's been going on, you know?
Sold them. Just don't care. I just don't care about that stuff. I don't really collect things anymore. I used to for most of my life, though. Anyway, we get off topic. And so let's have some fun.
Oh my God, hurry up. It's just frozen. Oh no. Why is this frozen?
You have kind of sent me side messages. Hey man, what are you
I don't know. I had to fast forward it. It just kind of froze there.
doing? Like, what are you eating? I'm going to knock it all out here. I'm going to leave everything on the field.
4 minutes and 16 seconds of him talking, and he hasn't said anything. I'm not going to sell anything. It's the repetition. It's always saying things 2 to 3 times. That hasn't changed. I'm going to knock it out of the park. I'm going to just do it here. I'm going to create a duplicatable video. So instead of answering the same question over and over again about all the people asking me what I eat and what my exercise routine is, I can just refer them to this video. You see how that works? You could do the same thing with your duplicatable system in your multi-level marketing company. You just create the one video so you don't have to keep answering the same question over and over again. You just refer them to the video that you created. Then you can teach your team to do the same thing. No, they don't have to make a video on their own saying, well, how do I change my flexship each month? Maybe your upline has already made the video. Use the tools, you guys. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. See, I'm deciphering all this for you. For people that have don't know about multi-level marketing, they're going to be watching this, and then there'll be the people that do know, and then there'll be the people that have been with me from the beginning here, the lore, the true ones that have been here, and you know it all, and this is delightful for you. You're seeing it all come together. You're like, my God, I've seen this journey before thinking I'm a prophet, being like, oh shit, there's so many whistleblowers speaking out about me and rank makers. I got to rebrand. Oh, I think I just found God. At the same moment, all of this was burning to the ground. Interesting timing. I just think it's an interesting observation. All right, let's get back to this. And now he's with a multi-level marketing company. It's like some Bible app. Oh yeah. Oh, he's a class act. Let's really screw people over with their religion, because the thing is that when you have your faith now tied to a multi-level marketing company, where it's not just woven in along with Plexus or Optavia or Monat or Arbonne, but when the whole product is just Bible verses, or and your faith, and then this community, to question this flawed fraud is to question God. So you know how dangerous and toxic that's going to be for people involved in this? It's going to be horrifying. This is going to eat them alive. This is going to eat them like a cancer. Because from the beginning, there's always these red flags, these signs that come off. You're like, oh no. And they're not going to be able to distinguish between the multi-level marketing company and their own faith. They have to subject their faith. You must subject your faith. You must subject God to the multi-level marketing company. It will never be above it. It must be subjected to it. And anytime there's like a little red flag, a little alarm bell that goes off in your mind, you're going to be like, I can't, there's something wrong with me because God is in this MLM. The whole product is God. If I'm questioning it, that means I'm not understanding it. You see how dangerous this is? Too bad there's people like me still speaking out against this stuff.
I'm not going to hold anything back. So this hopefully will answer all possible questions. All right. So first of all, it would be crazy to share with you how I've lost 30 pounds without honoring God, because
who remembers when Ray would tell us all over the years that he dreamed, like his fantasy was to have people Google his name and 6-pack abs and then have a picture of his body show up. That's what he wanted. How many times in Rank Makers did you hear that? Oh, this might be new lore to you. If you just somehow got sucked into this weird universe at some point, you're like, whoa, Julie, what are you saying? Oh, Grasshopper, you've got a lot to learn. A lot has happened in a very short period of time, my friends. I don't think still nobody's searching his name in 6-pack abs. Nobody cares.
The entire way, and you'll get what I mean, because there's zero part of my exercise or eating that I don't pray about. And I don't mean pray for. I don't mean like, Father, thank you for blessing this food. Although I do that, I'm saying, Father, what should I eat?
Father, what should I eat? Father, what exercise should I do? Father, what should I do? See, I'm in direct communication with God. He's telling me what I do. Therefore, you can't say, well, that wouldn't work, because you're going to say, well, you're telling me that you're telling God that doesn't work. In order to sit here and listen to him with a straight face and believe what he's saying, you need to believe that he has a direct line with God. You know who else has a direct line with God? And who, with like Rank Makers, and it has this very eerie similarity, is the Twin Flames cult. Check out this clip of an interview that happened here by one of our top journalists, investigative journalists here in Canada.
Do you believe that you have a direct line to God, and that God tells you what's good for your followers, what's good for your community?
That's a silly misperception and a twisted way to present.
Interesting, isn't it?
Father, what should I work out? Father, am I using the 30-pound dumbbells or am I using the 35s? All right. So I literally pray about every single thing. And
Can you imagine this guy at the gym? He's sitting there mumbling to himself, like, Father, should I? You're like waiting to pick up some piece of equipment and he's standing there. I don't think any of this is happening. This is so stupid. This is such a show. So he's making a live video, behaving like people are actually asking him what his workout advice is. First off, this beast of a man is going to give you some workout advice. Maybe you can get a physique just like him, because he's getting all this direction from God. Literally cannot make this shit up.
And so if you are under the misconception that you can't hear from God, I would highly suggest you may want to consider getting my book, The Faith.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to be selling anything. What the hell is this? If you can't hear from God, you can buy my book, because I talk to God. I'm a conduit to God. He talks to me when I'm thinking, should I drink this coffee or should I pick up this capybara? Should I pick up a 5-pound weight or an 8-pound weight? Well, if you don't have that, if you're struggling with that, you might want to buy my book. Now, keep in mind, right from the beginning of this video, he says, I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm going to share with you my exercise routine. I'm going to share with you my my eating routine, but I'm not going to sell you anything. Not like, this veiled insult about all these people who are tuning in, who are in multi-level marketing, who are sharing their weight loss journeys, etc., insulting them. And then, but I'm not going to sell you that. No. You might be interested in this. Everything he does is by design. And if you see any of my videos that I've made about this, you'll see it. This is the same shit. It's just a different pile. So he's selling his book. I'm surprised it's not called Freakishly Effective Faith-Driven Network Marketers. I should actually see if I still have that book. Somebody that had been pretty deep in MLM, deep in rank makers too, they had sent me a box of goodies. That's where I rip a lot of the pages up in my live streams from one of those books. What was it? Time, Money, Freedom. And I rip them up. You know who you are. Thank you for sending me that stuff.
Driven network.
The Freakishly Effective Faith-Driven Network
Marketer has nothing to do with weight loss, but has everything to do with hearing from God and having him guide your direction.
What happened to your book that was supposed to be published called Defiant or Defiance? Oh, I know what happened to that. We all know what happened to that.
In this, it talks about my journey. Pretty quick read. Most people enjoy it. And so encourage you. You can get it at higdengroup.com/book. But higdengroup.com/ringlight, higdengroup.com/vegan leather backpack. When we were in rank makers and they'd be selling these ridiculous books, which are so cringe to look back in, especially that one, The Freakishly Effective Network Marketer, whatever. That's why I keep saying it. If you've been in rank makers or you've been following my content, this will tickle your brain, that memory. He would say, if you buy 100 copies, you could give this to your team as an incentive, prospect, if everybody prospects 100 people for that week, you can enter them into a draw and then use this as an incentive prize. Remember, we want people to be addicted to activity and not outcome. If you buy 100 of these books, you're going to get a 10-minute coaching call with me. Oh, look at this. And if you go and leave a review on Amazon, then we're going to look at this. Then I can talk about how I'm the #1 bestseller in this category. That the same thing is going on now. Prove me wrong. Maybe giving away a few copies here today. And so pay attention and we'll have some fun. And so I have to start with where I start every single day. So
here we go.
And
I wake up, I have a shit, and then I put my pants on. I put my pants on, and then I have a shit.
I
have a shit.
Bathroom.
Hey, has a shit. Is it before coffee or after coffee? He can't help it. He's got to tell the truth.
And then I get into prayer. And so I just kneel.
He has to shit before he prays.
Kneel down, and I follow the
holy shit. Okay, sorry. I'll get on with
format of Psalm 100-4, which is thanksgiving and praise. And so I thank the heavenly our
Thank you so much. I went to the
Heavenly
bathroom.
Father for all kinds of things. I mean, it's, it takes several minutes to do this. And then I get into I have a fairly lengthy list of prayers that I pray, and prayers of protection, prayers of favor, prayers of thanks for certain traits. And so I go through a very long list of thanking. And then
So this is the gratitude. So that's where that's been substituted in, is like going through, like, name 100 things that you're grateful for. And if you can't do that, then that's the reason why you're not attracting abundance into your life, kind of thing. So now it's just like, that's what I see. It's just been substituted.
I finish this part of prayer. I finish with doing a 3-minute exercise where I just close my eyes and I just thank God for His favor going in front of me in all different areas of my life. So I'll name people, I'll name groups, I'll name churches, I'll name all these just different things in my life um, that I'm either already connected.
It's 3 minutes, that portion of it. The first one is, I take a shit. and then I'm like, thank God I had that. It's like, I say that too. I actually say thank God all the time. Like, thank God I made it to the bathroom in time. Thank goodness. And then I have this real lengthy thing, and then I've got 3 minutes. Oh, this sounds like it's a routine that actually happens. By the way, do you want to buy my freakishly effective faith-driven network marketing book?
Or
If not, no big deal.
Would like to be connected to, right? And so I take 3 minutes and do that. And
3 minutes.
This entire first process takes 10 to 12 minutes probably, between my individual prayer, me reading out prayers and thanking God and praising Him, and then me doing the 3-minute exercise around favor. Okay. And so that's step one.
Okay, so when do you share about your exercise routine? We're riveted. We want to know, what do you do? What's your secret? How'd you lose 30 pounds? What are you eating? Oh, we got to just hear about how he's praying in the morning first. This is how it goes. So I've been blabbing on for 27 minutes, but we're 7 minutes and 40 seconds into this. He said nothing except buy my book. I'm not going to sell you anything, and buy my book.
That is the very first thing I do. I do not check my phone. I don't check my email. I don't check social media. I don't stress about yesterday. I get into this right here, and that's what I do. Now, that's not all I do for prayer. I'll come back to that. So first, who likes that idea? Who likes giving?
No, we just want to know what you did to lose 30 pounds. Get on with it. You're supposed to be like, hey, what happened to all those 14-day challenge videos, by the way? Where did they all go? That was the other thing that kind of piqued my interest. I thought, if those YouTube videos are all gone, I wonder if I still have access to all those 14-day channel video or 14-day challenge videos. And wouldn't you know, they all look to be deleted. Or I'm just restricted access. Good thing I reacted to all those videos, a lot of those videos too, eh? But according to doing live videos, you're supposed to say, hi, my name is Joe Blow. Do you want to know what I've done to lose 30 pounds through exercise, my exercise and my eating routine? Well, stick with me, because I'm going to share with you my 8-step morning routine that I do every single day that you can use too. And God tells me to do it. Step one. What happened to the whole intro, question, content, call to action? No, it's just blabbing on for 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, 8 minutes. Now, who likes that? Nobody likes it. Who's engaging with this content? I want to know how many views this video had. I know at this point, the amount of views I get are far greater now. Oh, how the turns have tabled. This is nuts. What's going to happen in the next few years? People need to stop giving this guy money. This is so brutal.
God, their first fruits, and actually dedicating the first part of your morning to Him. Who likes that idea? Who likes that idea?
It keeps pausing here. So I'm wondering if maybe there was just a problem with the recording. It might be something that I did.
Why? How? Right? And this is just one of the ways I consume my exercise routine. Is this helpful so far? I know I haven't gotten into eating or exercising, but I'm getting there. So when I get
10 minutes and 15 seconds into this video now.
to the gym, the first thing, literally the first thing I do. Now, I will say,
I go to the bathroom there too because I have to have a panic pee before I start pumping iron. You open the door to get into the gym, like just can't get on with it. Do you know how many people would just be so humiliated and ridiculed and mocked when we were in rank makers if you just didn't get to the fucking point? And then it's so funny, like looking at this now, we're just blabbing on about nothing, and he can't get to the point. He can't do what he was training all of us to do. All these years later, still can't get to the point. Still can't just spit it out. What do you do? But that is the point. The point is just to do this long rambling thing. The point is to sell his book. The point is to make people feel less than, to keep buying his stuff, to create fear and uncertainty and dependency. That's what this is. It's not really about teaching you anything or giving you any advice at all. It's something else entirely.
okay, when I when I get to the gym, I strap on my headphones and I'm listening to the Bible app. And so I go through every 6 months, I go through the entire Bible. Why? How? Right? And
No, this is so stupid. So this is feeding into the lore too. So it's like, look at how dedicated I am. I'm a better Christian than you because I'm just praying all the time. As soon as I wake up, I don't even look at my phone. I just take a shit. And then I'm like, oh, thank God I had a shit. And then that counts as one of my prayers. And then I'm like so happy and grateful for all these people. I'm naming all these people. It could be you. You don't know. Maybe if you raised your hand, maybe I'll put you in my prayer there. And then I'm going to do a 3-minute thing. And this whole thing takes maybe, 10 to 12 minutes. And then without fail, I go to the gym. And before I go to the gym, it's like he's making this shit up. I put my headphones on. I'm listening to the Bible app. And now, you know what? Every 6 months, I listen to the whole Bible. That means I'm better than you. Look at how dedicated I am. I keep this. God is at the front of my life. He's not at the front of yours. Do you listen to the Bible every morning at the gym? Are you listening to the Bible app? So every 6 months you're going through it. It's just by so much. I'm going to outwork you. I'm going to become a better Christian than you. This doesn't make sense, does it? When you see somebody on the outside describing what's going on, you're like, this isn't my faith. You're right. This isn't your faith. This is something else entirely. Your faith is being used against you. Your faith is something special and it's something sacred, and it is being weaponized against you into something else entirely. And I hope there's at least one person out there that's watching this right now, and that piece just clicked into place. And it might take you another year before you exit. But I hope that you're hearing me, and I hope that you're seeing this for what it is.
this is just one of the ways I consume the Bible. So I read the Bible.
I consume the Bible. Now, somebody like as somebody who doesn't consume the Bible, I would think I would read the Bible. Consuming is like eating it, ingesting it. It's like it's a task that needs to be done. And if you do it over and over and over again, then you're going to achieve some rank. You're going to, be higher up on some kind of hierarchy. It will prove something. It should intimidate and awe others who don't do it as frequently. To me, that seems like that's not Christianity at all. This seems to me to be very manipulative and using the disguise of Christianity to disguise what's actually going on here. What do you think?
Bible every day. I read a psalm every day. I read a proverb every day, and I read 6.
Still don't know what he's doing. Working out, eating. It's coming, and it's great.
pages of the Bible every day. Okay. Number 2 is
God tells him to skip leg day. You can't even make this stuff up.
I listen to one of the Bible in a year plans on YouVersion, but I listen to 2 a day. So I get through the Bible every 6 months. Right. So I've done this with.
Wow, that's amazing. You must just be such a better Christian than everybody else in the world. Like, who is being impressed by this? Deluded people, people that have been manipulated and are continuing. Just think of the mindset of somebody who's watching this, who is impressed by that. And you can tell he's quite pleased with himself. They're like, look at how amazing I am. On the outside, it's the smoke clears. It's just some guy that doesn't want to work his calves. It's too hard. It's easier just to do like curls. God told me to skip leg day. Sure he did there, bud.
With, ESV, I've done this NIV, I've done it. Right now I'm going through New Living Translation, and on the side I'm reading the Message Bible. And so a lot of consumption, right? So every day I'm listening.
Consumption.
Into 2 days of a Bible in a year plan. And and so the first thing I do, so one of the first thing I do for my immune system is a breathing technique I learned from my good friend Heather Christie. And this is
what happened to Sally?
A fast, simple way to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. So your sympathetic nervous system is your
here we go.
Fight or flight mechanism. Your parasympathetic nervous system is your healing. It's how you heal. And so this helps with stress management, helps with healing, because, the Lord's really ramped up my exercising. So
he spent a good portion of this video, already 11 minutes and 56 seconds into this thing, building up his credibility, how much he consumes the Bible. He's eating it. He's just consuming it every 6 months. He's way more dedicated than you are. He wakes up and he's just thinking about God this, God that. And so now I'm going to give you advice. And now I've spent all this time building this up. So you're going to hang on my every word. And people will be hanging on his every word. And they're going to be giving him more and more money and thinking that there's something wrong with him. He requires you to feel broken and that you need help. And that the only way that you can receive help and to heal is by giving him money. That's the bottom line here.
Like, I need to heal, right? He's got me stretching myself. And so so the way that you do it is you take a deep breath in, but not into your chest, into your stomach. And so you breathe deep. So your stomach should expand. Okay.
It's just like, people breathe like this anyway.
So you breathe.
Oh my God.
You breathe into your stomach. And then as soon as you have as much air as you think you can hold, you do one last like inward take. So it's like, and you hold it as long as you can. And then you blow it out like you have a straw in your mouth, right? So it's like, and you blow it as slow as you can. And you want it to be slower than you intook the air. And you'll feel a difference when you're holding the air in your stomach. You'll probably feel it in your body. I do. I feel it in my body. I blow it out. I just feel a little clearer. So that's one thing. That's the first thing I do.
You're not holding your air in the stomach. If you're holding air in your stomach, you've swallowed air. If you want to breathe deeper, just like activate your stomach, make it. It should be pushing out, and it's like something that you can learn if you say you're starting to do triathlon, for example. It can kind of happen naturally. You're like, oh, I can breathe deeper. So you're not swallowing air into your stomach. But what do I know?
Do for my immune system. Second thing is I got rid of my cold plunge. There's debate. I cold plunge for a long time. There's debate on.
Of course you did. They all do. All the dude bros like their cold plunge.
The long-term effects of cold plunge, and is it? There's debate. Now, if you love cold plunge, keep doing it. Whatever, right? Pray about it. when I prayed about it, I got to stop doing it. And so I'm like, okay.
Imagine all these assholes. They spend how much money? $3,000 on some little tub, and they put it with cold water in it. I mean, just try living somewhere that doesn't have plumbing or running water, and you got to go to the creek and you got to wash yourself. They're like, we don't call it cold plunge, we just call it survival. It's just so weird. I know when I'd be doing triathlon at the end of a race, we'd all go stand, not all of us, but a lot of people would just go stand in the lake, like if it was like an open water swim. So say like a half Ironman, right? It's a really hot day, you're in a Soyuz, and you go stand in the water afterwards just to like help reduce the inflammation on your legs, and just like a lot of it would just swell up. It just would feel good. It wasn't considered this thing that you do. Like in MLM, they take things that people do and they fetishize them, however you say that. They make a fetish of it, where it's like, I'm becoming like a stronger person because I'm getting in cold water. It's really not that big a deal. Like, just get in some cold water. But it's like they make videos of themselves. I'm not kidding. If you didn't know this was a phenomenon, it is. MLM just takes everything to another level. It's so weird. So now he's saying that he was doing a cold plunge, then he prayed about it, and it's like, no, now you don't do any more cold plunge. That's out. It's so 2024.
And so I got rid of it. But I do something I learned from my friend I met in Cabo, Dr. Pamba. How many know Dr. Pamba?
Nobody knows Dr. Pamba. Dr. Pamba from Cabo. And his friend Heather that told him to. So he does all this praying, then he goes into the gym and he's listening to his Bible app every 6 months, and then he does his breathing and then and then my friend Dr. Pamba from Cabo. I don't do cold plunge anymore either. It's like, okay, we're 13 minutes into this thing. Can you wrap this up?
Does anyone know Dr. Pamba?
Nobody knows. Nobody cares. Get on with it.
Guy, sharp. He's always telling you what kills you, right? Did you know that pens kill you? Like, he's always like, something's killing you. Like, that's always like his line, right? Candles are killing you. Rice is killing you. Like, everything's killing you, right? But he's got some great advice. And so I saw him one day demonstrate a face plunge. Does anyone know about these face plunges? And so every morning, and what this does is it activates the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve also has
vagus nerve. Is he selling Fix now? Marketplace Global, the matured hops extract. People started to catch on to Fix. They're starting to MHE. Oh, MHE is a new supplement. It's matured hops extract. We only have one ingredient in ours. You just rip this up and you can pour it in anything. You can put it in your coffee. You can put it in your beer. You can put it in your water, and it just makes your belly just disappear. They talk about their vagus nerve too.
A lot to do with healing, okay, and hormone regulation and a few other things. And so
hormone regulation, really?
So I got this, bucket basically. So I got this bucket. I fill it up with cold water. I dump a pretty good amount of ice. I basically empty my ice dispenser into it. I let it sit for 3 minutes.
You put apples in there? Just bob for apples.
Minutes, and I shove my entire face in. From like here, my whole face is.
We understand what your face is.
In the bucket, and I hold it for 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Get up, man. I feel great. I feel really. I mean, it really is nice. And he says at least you don't get used to it. I prayed about it. I got a yes to do it, so I do it every single morning. Okay, so that's the second thing that I do.
Okay, where is this fitting in between where I thought we were at the gym here? I thought this is important for you to deconstruct what he says, because it doesn't make any sense. And then you can see the holes in his story, because he's just making shit up, because that's what con artists do. So that's the second thing he does. Well, where is the second thing? The first thing was he gets up, he goes to the bathroom, and he thanks God for going to the bathroom and all other kinds of things. And then has a whole list, remember? This is like, he'll be coming around the mountain when he comes, yeehaw! He'll be driving 6 white horses when he comes, yeehaw! He'll be coming around the mountain. He had 6 white horses. He said hello to Mary. He was wearing 3 cowboy hats. He was, you got to remember the whole chain of the song. That's what this is like. So all this, the thanking of all the different, naming the different people, and then the 3-minute special prayer. And then what, he's on his way to the gym, but then he's got his, his headphones on. And then all of a sudden the second thing, where does the second thing fit into here? He's done the face plunge. Was that before the gym or after the gym? On the way to the gym, did he take his bucket with the gym? No, he's at home. This isn't lining up because it's all made up. Remember the first part is supposed to take 10 to 12 minutes. Then he's doing something with the face plunge. Used to do the cold plunge, but now it's the face plunge.
Third thing that I do is we have a little trampoline. The kids bounce on it all day long. I go and I do 3 minutes of just not aggressively jumping, but just basically heavy bouncing, and that releases the lymph nodes, and that's helpful too. All right, so I
3 minutes. What's up with the number 3? So this probably has some kind of sacred meaning now or something.
prayed about that. Got a yes to that. And one thing that I don't do every
So then when is he's at the gym? This is just before the gym. We went backward in time.
day.
Oh God, it stopped again.
But I'm just obedient in prayer. So one thing I don't do every day, if I had to guess, it's probably every third or fourth day, is I ground.
It probably never happens.
And so that's when you go out, you put your feet to the bare earth, and this supposedly eliminates some of the electromagnetic interference from you, helps alkaline your blood.
There you go. It helps alkaline your blood. And you wonder why you're not attracting people to your multi-level marketing business, because you start speaking this gibberish nonsense. Nobody can take you seriously. You need to wake up and get out.
Alkaline water doesn't alkaline the body apparently, but this is a process that can help, create alkalinity. And so I'll go outside. I did it this morning, feeling good. And so
Was that before or after the face plunge?
timed it, and it's about 6 minutes, sometimes a little bit more. If I haven't done it for a long time, it takes a little bit longer, but it's right around 6 minutes. And so I will just take my Bible out there with a chair, take my shoes off. And of course, I'm in Florida. So if you're in 6 feet of snow, this may be difficult, or take more courage.
Oh, you couldn't go out in the snow. You're such a pussy. You even miss leg day, for God's sakes. You got to blame it on the dear Lord that you can't do your calf raises. Oh my God, you got to have courage. You can't even do the cold plunge anymore. It's too cold. You can just do the face plunge now. It's so stupid. Imagine I'm going outside and standing in my bare feet, and I should get a trophy for that. This is so stupid. It discharges all your electromagnetic interference. You see how stupid that sounds? He said it. Hey, you're the one paying him money.
Anyway, and so I did used to have a grounding mat. I got in prayer to sell that. So I sold the cold plunge, sold the grounding mat. And I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying what I got in prayer. You pray about it. All right. By the way, I'm not selling any of these things. So
no, but you're selling that book.
I got no agenda here. I don't care if you buy.
But you care if they buy your book.
And so those, whatever. And so I go out, ground, and I'll just bring my Bible, bring a chair. I love these. They are turmeric and ginger chews from Costco. Number one, they're delicious.
I don't know why this keeps hesitating.
Number two, they really help with soreness, and they help with immune system as well, apparently. And so I love these things. They are like candy. I just take 2 a day. That's the recommended, thing. And I also,
he's probably binging them in the bathroom late at night. He got the sweet craving. He eats too many of those candy-like gummies.
also take the vitamin D plus K. But what I prayed about and got, that I shouldn't be taking multiple of those, but I should add more vitamin D. So I take an additional amount of vitamin D. I take a B vitamin, a multivitamin, zinc.
So people were asking what he was eating and what his exercise routine is, and we still haven't gotten to any of that yet. Do you notice that? Just rambling on. Adding vitamin D, ooh, you got to be careful with that. People that add excess of anything, it can be dangerous. I prayed about it. Did he? Or did he go see his doctor? Or is all of this made up? How do you know? Well, because I trust him. Why?
And I think that might be it. I don't take much. You know, he's actually reduced what I'm taking. And so I take those things.
So you see now you're just accepting this. People that are watching this, they're just accepting, oh, this is totally normal. God is just telling him what gummies and supplements to buy from Costco and which ones to take, and then when to add or remove additional ones, because God tells me that. That's so people watching this are accepting it. That is now their baseline. This is absurd. But people are going to believe this. And it's sad to see.
And that is the immune system, you know, kind of stuff. Okay. Is this helpful?
No, it's not. You haven't
Any
even
ideas,
talked about,
maybe, possibly?
no.
And I ground on grass, never concrete. No, I don't think you can ground on concrete.
Oh, why not? It's discharging electrical thing. Maybe if you had more courage, you could just stand on hot pavement, walk across hot coals.
I ground on the grass in my backyard. Helpful?
No. 20 minutes into the video, still hasn't talked about his exercise routine or what he eats. Okay, I downloaded another video that Aaron had sent me, and I think this one might be one that doesn't have this like these pauses in it. So I've just uploaded this, and it's around 20 minutes, just under 20 minutes in, and then hopefully this one will work. I probably should have looked at it beforehand, but this is what you get, high quality content from me.
and so I will just take my Bible out there with a chair, take my
Okay,
shoes
we heard
off,
this.
and of course I'm in Florida, so if you're in 6 feet of snow, this.
Let's wait, get a little bit, but he talks about this turmeric ginger thing, so I wanted to get that. I
used to have a grounding mat. I got in prayer to sell that, so I sold the cold plunge, sold the grounding mat. And I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying what I got in prayer. You pray about it, all right? By the way, I'm not selling any of these things, so I got no agenda here. I don't care if you buy whatever, but so far I've only sold you buckets and a cheap trampoline, right? And so I go out, ground, and I'll just bring my Bible, bring a chair, I'll read and get grounded at the same time. And so those are the 4 things that I do for immune system. I do take some basic supplements. So
this is where I had kind of missed in that other video, so we're gonna start hearing it now.
I take. Let me see if I can remember it. My favorite new thing that the Lord's added. I love these. They are turmeric and ginger chews from Costco. Number 1, they're delicious. And number 2, they really help with soreness, and they help with immune system as well, apparently. And so I love these things. They are like candy. I just take 2 a day. That's the recommended, thing. And I also take the vitamin D plus K. But what I prayed about and got that I shouldn't be taking multiple of those, but I should add more vitamin D. So I take an additional amount of vitamin D. I take a B vitamin, a multivitamin, zinc, and I think that might be it. I don't take much. He's actually reduced what I'm
He's reduced it.
taking. And so I take those things, and that is the immune system, kind of stuff. Okay. Is this helpful?
No, it's not.
Giving you ideas, maybe?
Oh my God. Get on with it.
Ground on grass, never concrete. No, I don't think you can ground on concrete. I ground on the grass in my backyard. Helpful?
He paid $100,000 to Grant Cardone to get 6 coaching sessions with him. Oh, he'd brag about that too. So stupid. You can see that was money well spent.
So who's going to take up some of these exercises? Maybe I'll give away another book. So maybe I'll give away another.
What exercises? You haven't done any exercises. This is just this weird. Oh, I'm going to give away a book.
Who's going to take up some of these exercises? I mean, not. I mean, it's your call, right? I don't get a kickback if you ground all of a sudden, right? Okay. Someone's asking me about patches. I've had a lot of people send me patches, and
I wonder if that's LifeWave or Super Patch. Ooh, people are trying to recruit them into their MLM.
The Lord has really helped me with pain. I used to have pain in all different areas of my body. And he actually increased the pain.
That was like he just did purple nurple on himself. That was weird.
So that I wouldn't tolerate the pain anymore. And so I've prayed about the pain. Some of the pain was spiritual warfare. Some of the pain in my side was a curse someone put on me.
He just said that with a straight face. Spiritual warfare, and somebody put a curse on him. Come on. What brand of Christianity is this that is being attracted to this in multi-level marketing? You need to give your head a shake. This is preposterous behavior. This person is unwell. Oh, somebody put a curse on my side. Maybe you ate too much pizza and didn't drink enough water over the weekend, and your poo was all in that one cramped spot, and you needed to walk around and just drink some warm water. Maybe add some lemon to it, and then you could take a dump. And miraculously, it's gone. Maybe it wasn't a curse after all. Maybe it was just a normal bodily function. Can you imagine? Everything is like demons and spiritual warfare. This has progressed. This is alarming. And we've been calling it out since 2021. How much worse is it going to get, do you think?
I had some issues with my eyes, which actually ended up being parasites. And the Lord had me take ivermectin and got rid of that. So.
Oh my God, this is amazing. So he had parasites in his eyes and God told him to take ivermectin. He's completely lost the plot. I can see why he had to start his own MLM or start selling MLM anymore. Nobody can take him seriously. Wow. Well, so he had rapid fire succession here. 1, 2, 3. So he's under spiritual warfare, whatever that affliction is like. It's probably quite fatiguing. And then somebody's put a curse on him on his side, and then that's gone. And now he had parasites in his eyes, and ivermectin made the parasites go away. Okay. Boy, he's suffered a lot. I wonder, all these years prior to that, all these different multi-level marketing companies that he'd been in, 11 or 12, if he had ailments that were magically afflicted, and he had lots of testimonials about this before I was on this product, and now after, it's been incredible. And all of those are gone away, and now it's just a whole new set of circumstances, a whole new set of stories to con people. This is nuts.
He's actually increased pain in different parts of my body, so that I wouldn't, what's the word? Just allow it. And so right now, I'm feeling fantastic
right now, but next week, maybe something else is going to happen. And God will need to interfere. How weird is this? He is a fucking psycho.
And I'll share, there's a certain exercise that I do.
Standing bare feet after doing a face plunge in Florida.
That really helps me with pain. And it's crazy. All right. It's going to be weird.
Do you look in the mirror and you look into your eyes and you say, how could I have done this to so many people? How could I have defrauded and exploited and abused so many people over the years? That would probably cause a lot of pain, but it would require self-awareness and humility as well, and taking accountability, some kind of level of emotional maturity and regulation. It's absent here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blame mysterious people for cursing me. And parasites in my eyes, which is cured by ivermectin. Of course, it's cured by ivermectin. Oh my God.
But I love it. I do it every day, and it keeps all pain away from my shoulders, which is amazing. Which is amazing. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna pick Linda. Linda Lowen.
Lucky Linda.
Linda Lowen. I'm sorry. So Linda, send me your mailing address in a
I wonder if Linda's a grandma too.
direct message.
Sorry, Linda. Linda, I hope you get out. This is so stupid. This book is going to be a blight. You're going to laugh at it in the years to come. You're going to look at it and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I thought this made any sense.
And I'll ship you out a copy of The Faith Driven Network Marketer. We'll autograph it for you, ship it out to you.
Lucky you, Linda.
So
you got an autograph. Wow.
All right, let's keep moving forward. Third thing that I do, and then we'll get into exercise and eating. I promise I'm trying to be as complete as.
Why? The whole video? So 24 minutes and 33 seconds into this video, and he still hasn't talked about what he said he was going to talk about. And I bet you he trains you that you need to be more succinct. You need to be more concise. I wonder if he still does that training. Nobody is nice. People are too nice to you. Nothing in me cares enough. I wonder if he still does that training.
As possible, so I never have to repeat this until my routines change. So next is energy and emotion management. This is very important. I don't want to say it's the most important, but it's extremely important. So, we have some helpful scripture around this. 1 Corinthians 9:27 says, I tame my body and make it my slave.
How much time do you think this is taken? First, it's like 10 to 12 minutes, and then the 3 minutes, and then he's like jumping on the trampoline for 3 minutes, and then the face plunge, and then grounding, and not every day. Some days, but maybe every third or fourth day. Oh. And then I had somebody put a curse on my side. I had parasites in my eyes. I once was blind, but now I see. How long is this taking here? This is after he's taken his morning poop. No idea if he's drank any water or coffee yet. This is just still all this stuff that's probably not happening. He's probably waking up and he's scrolling on Instagram. That's probably what's happening while he's taking the poop. Okay. So stupid.
I tame my body and make it my slave. 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, I take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, Jesus says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. I'm stringing these together to lay out how I manage my energy and emotions.
And to plant into you why you need to obey me and be obedient and compliant with me. I impress you because I can whip out these memorized scripture passages, and they all seem to lead to be obedience. And you're lucky because I have a direct line with God. I communicate with him. He communicates with me all the time. Should I pick up this weight? Should I eat this gummy from Koscot? Only 2 a day. They taste like candy.
And then Philippians 4 says, rejoice in everything. Again, I say rejoice in everything by prayer and petition with thanksgiving. Present your requests to God. Mark 11:24 says, when you pray, pray as if you've already received. So I take all of this.
And I use that as an excuse to not ever work out my legs.
Scripture. And that's all of these combine to actually help me manage my energy and my emotions. And so when I am.
So I still see he has that picture of Jesus there in the upper left-hand corner beside him. That's a picture of Jesus. And then center behind him is gratitude. So that hasn't changed.
In a funk. And when you're in a funk. I will just use this scripture and say, Father, thank you for increasing my joy. And I'll be, it's amazing. Often, within minutes, he'll have one of my kids do something funny to make me laugh or put me in a good mood. Yesterday we live in our neighborhood is like the kid capital of the world. I mean, there's kids running up and down with scooters and bikes and skateboards and rollerblades. And I mean, we're just kid nation, right? So our kids are just in absolute heaven. Yesterday, there were 4 boys and I think 3 girls over, right? So 7 kids over. They're just playing all day, some in the pool, some upstairs, some are wrestling. It's craziness. And so it was, it was a little stressful. And so I found myself like a little off. And so I said, Father, thank you for increasing my joy. And right after I say that, I go to one of the kids and I said, hey buddy, did you want a snack? Did you want some chips or something? And he goes, he's 5. And he says, I don't want to get fat. I'm like, okay. I mean, he's like, he's like normal. I mean, he's not super skinny, but he's not fat. Like he doesn't have a weight problem, but a 5-year-old, I don't want to get fat. Okay, RFK, you got it. You got it, buddy. And so like that's when I say, Father, thank you for helping me increase my joy. Almost always within minutes, something will happen that cracks me up.
So that's his proof. Can you imagine you're the parent of one of the kids that was over at his house and you come across this video and then you start watching my other videos and you start looking at different interviews like Jennifer Ryla did, who was one of my coaches at the 100K Inner Circle, and how she's been featured on the Dream podcast. And you're like, what in the hell is going on? So there were 7 kids and they were playing in his house. So what was he so busy doing? His whole routine of very strange little rituals all the time, thinking that everybody is against him and there's being spiritually attacked by demons and curses and the like. And the kids were too noisy in his house. So he says he faults, instead of just, I'm pissed off, I'm grumpy, I need to deny reality. So I'm going to pray to God. And I'm going to be like, thank you so much for giving me joy. And then I ask a 5-year-old if he wants some chips. And he says, no, I don't want to get fat. And I just think that's the funniest thing I've ever heard of. And it's just proof that God is looking out for me. It totally makes sense. I don't see what the problem is here. I mean, you should definitely sign up for whatever this man is selling. It sounds completely legit. People that you show this video to, like his video, you're going to say, yeah, this is great. I can totally see why you spend so much time watching all of his content. What is he selling? Oh, that book. Oh, I'd like to buy that book too. I can see why your network marketing business is just booming.
My daughter will say something that cracks me up. My son will say something that cracks me up. It's just amazing how it works.
Can you imagine thinking that it's really funny that a 5-year-old says that I don't want to eat the chips because I don't want to get fat? And then to say it on a video, like a live video on Facebook and YouTube. Like, it's just such a non-story, So fucking weird. Like, that's his proof.
And so what I don't do ever is just stay down.
You're always down. Look at you. Freaking poopy pants. Been poopy pants for freaking years.
And
Holy
so
shit.
Nehemiah 8:10 says, the joy of the Lord is my strength.
You don't look happy. You're always complaining about people attacking you spiritually.
And so
Nobody thinks you're happy. You're always grumpy.
what I've learned to do is when something unexpected that has a negative connotation comes at me, I treat it. I treat my experience.
Who remembers that? I remember Bugs. Remember? He said, if anything unexpected comes at me with a negative connotation, this guy looks to be offended all the time. He will find things to be offended about if they don't even exist. It's because the whole world revolves around him and God speaks to him. So it's only natural that every single thing that is happening in the world it's directed to him. God is speaking to him, using everybody else to be affecting him. So remember, there was that one, I can't remember what we were watching, but he was telling some story about, I think, was it him and his wife on his honeymoon? Or they were going somewhere and there were a lot of mosquitoes. And then one of his relatives said bugs. And he's telling this story in this training. Like, this person, this relative, was like the most cruel, petty, vicious person ever. Just like, can you believe it? Like, he's unfathomable that this person said bugs. Like, it was just so bad. And I mean, they're making conversation. He takes everything out of proportion. It's so fucking weird, and nothing has changed except this. It like that hasn't changed, but this whole like grandiosity, this like I am now God. I'm not saying I'm a prophet. I mean, I might be a prophet. I mean, some people might call me a prophet. Oh yeah, that's amped up. And then he's like talking to God all the time, telling this weird story about a 5-year-old. This is weird shit. This is very weird.
With excitement and hope. And so, you know, we were involved in this investment, and some of the investment guys are
Oh my God, is it Trader's Domain? Is he talking about Trader's Domain and Omega Pro?
being sued, right?
Holy shit! Aaron, you never told me about this. I'm like spitting. I'm gonna have to get another coffee. It's Trader's Domain and Omega Pro. Check out CoffeeZilla. He's connected to this. So is Eric Warray. Holy shit, he's having to address this.
And so we got not like subpoenaed, but we got asked some questions, right? So this lawsuit,
because his wife is listed as one of the people that put money into this Trader's Domain thing.
you never like that, right? You don't want to deal with this. So when the lawsuit, it's not a lawsuit against me, but when this court case came at us, I'm like, Lord, I can't wait to see what you do with this.
I can't wait to see what he does with it either.
When something unexpected and a negative connotation says,
it's not over. It's not over, by the way. This is still ongoing.
Comes at me, I'm just like, Lord, I can't wait to see what you do with this.
Read behindmlm.com and then type in Trader's Domain. Better yet, just watch CoffeeZilla's documentary on this. But Behind MLM has the master list from CoffeeZilla, where it lists like a whole bunch of people that was involved in this. Fraser Brooks, Stormy Wellington, John Melton. Funny, all these stand-up people involved in a Ponzi scheme, eh? Oh, I didn't know. Go check it out. Go do your own research. Do your own critical thinking. And then you can understand why, when you're vouching for this person and the training that you're receiving and the product, the Bible that you're purchasing from him, why you're having a hard time recruiting other people into it, because they're doing this research. They're also coming across content like mine, and they don't want anything to do with this. They don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole. They're like, no, thanks. Thank goodness people are speaking out and pointing out what's going on here. I had no idea. I thought it was just a harmless Bible app. But he just did the high profit mumble for the Trader's Domain scam. That's what he's talking about. Wow, what an unsuspected surprise.
Because I know that, and we're instructed, by the way, Romans 5:3-4, James 1:2, count it all joy, my brothers, when you face trials of different sorts. So I know that in the trial, God is growing me. And that's how I handle all things that are even close to being negative. What if you manage your day that way?
That's me. I'm helping him grow.
What if you manage your day that way? Okay. And so I'll move on.
It's a gift.
The last two.
What can I say?
The last two categories are probably what you guys want the most. And again, all of this. I mean, if you see, every single category is connected to our Heavenly Father. There's no category I have that's not. Okay. So let's get into exercise, and then we'll finish with eating. Fair enough? Enjoying it?
30 minutes in, still hasn't said anything. Can't believe he mentioned Trader's Domain. He didn't say Trader's Domain, but that's what he's referring to.
So far, drop a 1 if you're getting value.
Drop a deuce if you haven't.
Again,
I would, but I already did this morning.
I don't got any supplements to sell you. I got no protein. Oh, the protein.
Just a book.
I take, we'll get to eating, but the protein I take is the, I think it's called Gold Standard Whey from Costco. Huge old bag. Sometimes it's on sale.
I can't even believe I was in this cult for like 5 years. I still can't believe it. One of the stupidest, obvious, transparently fucking dumb MLM coaching cults. Oh, that was me. I was in there. Oh, I was recruiting people into this. Rank makers like nobody's business. Oh my God. Yeah, I thought this was like incredible training. So I know what you're going through right now. If you're finally being like, oh my God, what happened? I know so many of us we understand what you're going through right now. You're not alone. Humor is a good tool through this.
Like if you can catch it on sale, I think it retails for $61 or $62. But I've caught it on sale a couple times when it was $50.
Wow.
Hell of a deal. Now, I'm positive when I get to the eating thing, right? There's some of you going to say, well, this brand's better. This brand's better. This brand's better. Listen, I listen to the Lord. I don't listen to gurus. I don't listen to who's selling their wares and hawking their supplements, right? And nothing against it, but I listen to the Lord. If the Lord tells me to buy a certain brand, I buy that brand.
Well, the Lord is going to be telling people watching this to just cancel whatever he's selling and get away from him. That's what the Lord is going to be telling them.
If he tells me, I get a green light, not every day, but often to eat peanuts. Now, the guru.
See, you thought, oh, Julie, you're using clickbait. Oh, I'm not using clickbait at all. No, the Lord told him to eat peanuts and just wait till you hear what the Lord tells him about leg day. I didn't say it. The Lord did, according to Mr. Higdon.
Just tell you peanuts, they're killing you, right? They're the worst thing ever. I'm not addicted to it, by the way. Like if Lord said
he could stop eating them any time. He just likes the chocolate covered peanuts. It's just God is telling him to eat peanuts, you guys. I could stop it at any time. I'm not addicted to them at all. Oh, nobody was asking.
Don't ever eat a peanut the rest of your life. I wouldn't. No big deal. But I get nudged off that. I don't know why.
Oh, he likes peanuts. Peanuts are his Achilles heel.
And when I get to the eating part, I just encourage you not to just copy what I'm doing, but you to copy how I got there and pray. I did pray last
week. And you can buy his book if you have difficulty with that. Don't eat peanuts like I do, especially if you have an allergy. That shit'll kill you.
Curious. I'm like, Lord, is what you're telling me to eat, is that personal to me? Is that what you would suggest to everyone else? And I got that it was personal to me, and it's going to vary by person.
Well, there's a red flag right there. Another one. Like this whole thing isn't red flags. That's the whole thing that we're even having to react to this is absurd. But he asked God on behalf of you, of everyone, God, are you telling me that this is just for me to eat peanuts is good? Or is this a message for the world? And God said, no, it's not the message for the world, Ray. It's just for you. Oh, I wonder when he's going to start giving messages to the world. And he's grooming you to believe all of this hook, line, and sinker. And it just starts with this absurd acceptance that God is telling him to buy gummies, chews from Costco, that he only takes 2 a day. They're great. They taste like candy. And that he can eat peanuts. This is scary shit. This is happening like right out in the open here. I mean, this video has been deleted, but thank God for Aaron for sending it to me.
There may be
and for her reacting to it too.
Things that I eat that he's just, because of whatever, it's really good for me, not for you. So my whole advice here is learn how to draw closer to God. Learn how to better hear from him.
Learn how to better hear from God by buying this book that he's written. And you're telling me that your faith, your Christianity, is being gatekept by him. If you need to learn how to get closer to God, you need to buy his book. Think about telling your pastor this, or your community, or whatever group that you're with. Oh no, I just joined this incredible group. And if you want to learn how to get closer to God, we got to buy this book from him. And no, don't listen to anybody pointing out all the shit that he's done in the past. No, because he's of God. He's a man of God now. I'm not listening. No, he's been under spiritual attack. It's demons that are after him. And he's going to help all of you get closer to God. All you got to do is buy his book. Oh, that doesn't sound sketchy at all. It sounds like it's a tale as old as time. That's what it sounds like. This is just nuts. This shit he was able to get away with this shit in the past, but now there's just more and more people exposing scams and cults and people that have been involved in them, pointing this stuff out. So good luck. There'll be people that still, the diehards, but there'll be more and more people that do get intercepted. And then who do actually wake up from this, And if you are one of those people that at this point in the video, you're like, oh no, please get into therapy. If therapy is something that is right for you. And if you are a person of faith who it's been manipulated and abused, whatever religious leader that you trust in your community, lean on them for support and be honest. Be like, look at what's happening. They want to know. They want to know that their members, like their parishioners, are being targeted and manipulated and preyed upon. And maybe you finally being like, I was in multi-level marketing. Like, I feel like I'm losing my faith, or I've lost my faith. I don't know what to do. These things continue to go on because people don't talk about it. And you've seen me, this might be your first video of mine. You're like, holy shit, this is amazing. But if you've seen any of this is just such amazing content, but it might be like you look back at my content, other people's content, and you see, it's like, oh, wow, they're just speaking out about their own experiences. I had the same one. Oh, it's the truth. Oh, suddenly I can see that this is a scam. And by you, reaching for help within your own community, there's going to be others that you're going to help too. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I've been like scammed too. And then maybe there can be things put in place to warn others about scammers like this going on. You don't need this book. I can guarantee this book is terrible. He's not an author.
I talk all about that in my book. Okay. And I know it's, faith-driven network marketer. Every chapter has a couple questions to ask God, and every chapter has a prayer too, right? So my main gist of all that I'm sharing is get into prayer, find out your eating and exercise routine, but I will share, right? I am sharing. All right. So let's
still hasn't, just eating some gummies. It's 32 minutes into this video.
Exercise. Okay. So now I recently had a switch where I've been doing roughly the same thing every day. And then I think Friday, I got in prayer, it's time to add muscle. I'm like, all right, giddy up. And so he's at it in my prayer walk. The third thing he brought up that day was, I want you to start doing 200 push-ups a day. I'm like, okay, no problem. And so I do 4 sets of 50 every day. That's just added to what I was already doing. He's increased my protein intake. I don't track it. If I had to
see, God is telling him all this stuff. God told him, now it's time to do this. Anybody that's watching that video is just swallowing whole the lie that God is in constant communication and directing his every move, which sets them up to be easily manipulated because they believe that God is directly communicating with them and then having these incredible results. And once you have people believing that, it's easy. Then it's just, you don't even have to lead them to water. You just have to whisper the suggestion and they'll just like drown themselves. It's disgusting. And he's good at it. You think, oh, you people have this idea of what it's like to encounter someone like this that manipulates people, that defrauds them, that abuses them, that exploits them over and over and over again, and has been doing it successfully for years. It just keeps reinventing himself over and over again. They think, oh, this person should behave in this certain way. I think they would be so like charismatic. It would be, and it's like, no, this is what it looks like. You have evidence of it right here. So take note, because you'll probably encounter someone like this in your life, or there's maybe somebody in your friend group, your peer group, or your family who might encounter someone like this. This is what it looks like. And it can happen all online.
I guess I'm probably taking in 200 to maybe 230 grams of protein a day. I weigh 173 now. I was 205. I mean, hell, at one time I was 255. Okay. But you know, I've kind of been at 205 for the last several years, 173 now. And what he's had me do for my shoulders, man, my shoulders, bro, I'm gonna tell you what he's had me do for my shoulder. My shoulders are so I think this is the strongest my shoulders have ever been. And there was a time where I was benching
I mean, you can tell.
365. And so now I cannot bench 365 now, but man, my shoulders are rock solid. Okay. And so
Can you imagine doing a video for grandmas of network marketing and you're talking about how strong your shoulders are? They need to be strong from all those chips he's carrying, all the grievances, all the negative connotation circumstances. This is so stupid.
let's get into exercise. So I get to
Finally,
the gym, I do that breathing exercise for my immune system first, and then I do my first round of 50 push-ups, and then I do my first set. I do 3 sets of the Pilates 100 for abs. So
I wonder if he does Windsor Pilates. Remember those? Should try Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons was so good.
look it up. I'm not going to describe it to you because it's kind of weird. You know, it has to do with breathing and you're laying on the floor.
We all know Windsor Pilates. What the fuck are you talking about?
But I actually got nudged by my good friend Lisa Grossman. Feel free to tag her because I love her. She's
Lisa Grossman.
amazing.
Oh my God.
But I was visiting her in Texas a few months ago, and she said, you know, the best thing you can do for your abs is the Pilates.
Lisa Grossman is telling you the best thing you can do. Oh yeah, that's what the hell? Oh my God.
100.
I'm surprised Angel Fletcher didn't give you some next good advice too.
Which I'd never heard of. And so I prayed, I'm like, Lord, should I be doing that? Yes. All right. So I've done it every single day since she told me. And so I do 3 sets of the Pilates 100 with abs. And so look it up. I'm not going to describe it to you. And then
Oh my God.
2 sets in, I do my second round of 50 push-ups. And then I go to the rope thing, you know what I'm talking about, where you normally you do the rope for triceps. I use it, but I use it for crunches. So I kneel down on the ground and I do 3 sets of 30 of that.
See, what's going on with this number 3?
I finish my last 2 sets of 50 push-ups. So now I've done 3 sets of 100 of the 3 sets of 100 of the Pilates 100. I've done 4 sets of 50 push-ups, and now is wherever the Lord is guiding me. Those things are kind of standard. I do those every day, no matter what. There are days, usually about once a week, he does have me not work out. Now it's not always Sabbath, which by the way is Saturday, not Sunday. But anyway, and so there is like last week he had me take Friday off. I don't know why, but okay.
Keep in mind, I just want to like bring this back. He is telling people, and people are believing that God is telling him to take random days of the week off. Otherwise, he's going to be working out every single day. God is just telling him. And I don't know why. I just have to obey. People are believing this. And they're giving him money. buying his stuff, getting more in.
Other thing he's had me do is for the last, I don't know, 6 months since I started all this, the last 6 months, he's barely had me train legs, right? Barely had me train
He's never had you train legs, let's be honest.
legs at all. Now he's got me training
We all know.
legs like every 2 or 3 days. And so after the Pilates 100, after the rope crunches, then it's all right, Lord, what do you got? Right? Am I doing a body part? And so he'll have me do a body part and usually do 2 different exercises for that. So, sometimes, and those exercises vary. I pray about the weight. I pray about the reps. He does push me, right? They're tough, right? They're not easy. And so a couple weight exercises. I don't really feel the need to go into all those different things, but some days it's shoulders, some days it's back.
He doesn't have a clue what he's making all this up. That's why I don't really have a clue.
Back, I do pull-ups and pull downs. Chest is now he's kind of switched me to a machine because I'm at a dinky gym. My gym is the dinkiest gym you've ever been to.
Well, why don't you go to a better gym? I thought you had a gym in your fancy house. You sold $100,000 worth of watches. Why don't you go to another gym? Why are you going to a dinky gym? Why are you insulting the gym? Why doesn't God tell you to go to another gym?
Okay, it's dinky. The highest dumbbell is 60 pounds. Okay, so I mean, I can rock those out on inclines now. So it's just not.
Oh wow, he's so strong.
There's nowhere left for me to go there. And it's my neighborhood gym, so it's extremely convenient. I have asked, Lord, do you want me to go to you want me to go to Gold's? It's right around the corner, or LA Fitness or whatever it is. Nope. He knows me. He knows I like convenience. And so
God knows him, and God knows that he likes convenience. So God is telling him, no, stay at this dinky gym here. And people are believing everything he's saying. I can't emphasize this enough. This is dangerous. Your friend or your family member that is involved in multi-level marketing could get sucked into this. And just think how dangerous this is to their faith. When they eventually wake up and they have to try to disengage, they have to try to somehow separate their faith from this, then there's a really high probability they're just going to lose it. If you're somebody that somebody like of Christian faith, like you need to know that your community is being targeted. You probably already do, but just trying to spread awareness how I can. I think it's disgusting. It really irritates me when I see that people will lose their faith because of someone like this.
I go to this dinky gym. It's not impressive at all. And so, there's limitations there, but we manage it. And so, okay. So I do, 2 exercises by body part. Again, usually 1 day a week. He has me just not work out. That's never my choice. I want to work out every day.
Oh, wow. You just want to work out every day. And it's so stupid. Anybody who's like an athlete, you can just this is just so fucking stupid. It's not like this only works on people who don't have a fucking clue about working out. That's it. Which are the grandmas and the really, weak dude bros, physically weak. It's true because you wouldn't have to spend much time in a gym to figure out what he's saying is totally false. So if you think, oh, I'm going to follow his advice, this is great. I just got to pray to God too, but I'm just going to follow his routine. Oh my God. Oh no, I want to work out every single day, says somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. So stupid. This is meant to impress you.
I enjoy working out. And so, I'm not crazy about it when he's like, don't work out today. I'm like, okay. All right. And so I'm not looking to get out of working out. I enjoy working out.
What happens, do you think, when God starts giving him more directions of what to do in his life? What do you think the next natural progression will be? He's already hinted about giving people advice about eating peanuts, for example. Is this just for me or is this for everybody? I wonder, since this video was kind of public, And it wasn't in his inner circle, because when you get deeper in, the mask slips more and more. And the true nature of what he's up to is more easily identified. So I wonder what the next progression of this would be, of him telling people what to do, what God is telling him to do to maybe pass on to you. He's already written a book to tell you how to get closer to God. I wonder what else is going on here. Considering he believes that he's been experiencing spiritual warfare, has had parasites in his eyes that was cured with ivermectin, and somebody put a curse on him. What happens when God tells him that somebody put a curse on him and that he needs to do something about that? Maybe go after that person. What happens then? How far do you think this is going to go? Just curious.
Okay. And so during this time, I will have completed the 2 days of my audio Bible study, the Bible in a year. This is why I get through a Bible every 6 months. And I just start over. I do a different plan, but still a Bible in a year plan. So I've gone through, several of those. And then now I come home. Now it gets interesting, if it's not already. I do the 5 animal movements. All right. So if you look on YouTube, and this, my friend Curtis Broom told me about, same day that Lisa told me about the Pilates 100. I prayed about it. I'm like, Lord, should I be doing this? Yes. This is the game changer for pain. Oh, so sometimes I'll come home. Oh, I forgot. The last thing I always do in the gym, the last thing I always do every day is I hold 5-pound dumbbells. Give this a try. See how you do. All right. So I hold 5-pound dumbbells and I do 120 jabs with this arm. I do 120 jabs with this arm. And then I do left, right, left, right, left, right for 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
Because God told him to do this for 3 minutes and 33 seconds. He was already jumping on the trampoline for 3 minutes and doing another section of prayer for 3 minutes. And now he's got to do this. Try this. You imagine these dude bros doing this routine? This is so stupid.
Give it a shot. See how you do. Probably going to be hard, right? So your shoulder's probably going to be screaming unless you do this kind of thing. And so
unless you're like you. But your legs aren't.
A lot of times, I mean, especially like chest day or shoulder day, and I do the punches, like my shoulders, feeling it, my shoulders are never sore because of the animal movements. And so the animal movements stress mobility, not just stretching or flexibility. I did stretching for years and I never felt more flexible. I did stretching for years and I would still get off the couch. I would feel like an old man. I felt like I was 75 years old.
And next month, it's going to be something else. There's always something that's been going on all throughout the years. It's like, and then I found this, and this was an absolute game changer. It was this supplement. It was this berry. It was this food. It was this new course. It was this new from teaching from Joe Dispenza. Now it's the 5 animal movements. Oh, it's always something, and it's always something so stupid. And I mean, these animal movements might be great. Like it could be something that's like legit on here, but he's caught on to this now, and it's like, oh God.
And so these things, unbelievable. I just feel nimble. I feel mobile. I'm like floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Like I just feel fantastic from these things. These things, I mean, they only take, probably like 6 minutes. And I do all 5 of the 5 animal movements. If you YouTube it, it's the only 5 animal movements you need or something like that. And it's a bunch of dudes with ponytails in the woods doing weird stuff. But these things work, man, because you're putting a lot of pressure, a lot of body weight on your arms and on your shoulders. And it just
He's got something about his shoulders. It's so weird.
Strengthens you in a weird way. And so I do these every day. They're amazing. And then the last that I can think of, the last thing I do is I do these hand grip things. these are pretty tough ones. I mean, they're like,
They're so tough. You wouldn't be able to do it. They're really tough. They're at the highest resistance.
you know, I do 3 sets with this. I do
My God, can you imagine if he has a thigh master too? He's sitting there going with his legs at the same time. He's like, and then he's squeezing his thing. I do it for 3 minutes and 33 seconds every day. Sometimes it takes me 6 minutes. I better not say that because that's going to be like the devil. If you had 333 and 333, that's 666. I take it back. It's like 3 minutes. This is so dumb.
100, 75, and 65, and then I eat. Right now, before I go to the gym, after my prayer and after my visualization, God's favor, I will have a protein shake. That's the Costco thing. So I do 2 scoops. I also do a scoop of PB2, which I'm very grateful. The Lord gave me a yes on that. That was nice. And so I got a big scoop of PB2, 2 scoops of the protein. So it's it's a little bit over 50 grams of protein that I take before I go to the gym. Okay. All right. So I think that catches you up on all the different prayer things, my immune system stuff, energy, emotion management, exercises. Now let's talk about eating. Now, eating is probably the area you're going to disagree with me the most, probably. Okay. And so I've had 1 piece of bread in the last 4 months.
Oh my God, not the carbs are evil. Oh, this is so stupid. In the last 4 months. Oh, here we go. The villainization of bread. What the fuck do these people always have against bread?
And that is because I was at a different church than normal and they used white bread for the sacrament. And I asked the Lord, Lord, is this okay? I got a yes. So I'm like, okay, cool. I took it. I'm like, that was delicious. I believe one of the absolute keys
He's insane.
is I don't have sweet. I don't have any fruit. No fruit. Okay. Sorry. I know you're going to disagree. Some of you are going to be like, what? It's crazy.
Nobody's out here being affronted. Even like your followers that tuned in to watch this shit show, nobody was like, oh, what? Nobody's saying anything.
But I just do what he tells me to do. Now, if you pray, maybe you're all fruit. I don't know. But for me, avoid fruit. That's what I get. What about blueberries? No. All right. Okay, fine. And so I don't have anything sweet. The only remnants of sweet is the protein shake, which has like 4 grams of carbs or something. It's the only remnant of sweet.
Well, that's not true. At the beginning of the video, you talked about taking your turmeric and ginger chews, which were so sweet they're like candy, but you only take 2 a day. That's a remnant of sweet. You're pretty animated about that. Even use the word candy.
Taste. I think a big mistake that people make is they get alcohol sugar and they do all these keto recipes, these brownie balls and all these different things. So you still actually crave the sweet taste. I don't crave the sweet taste anymore.
Yeah, but you do. You have it every day with your little ginger gummies. You're so full of shit. This is what I think too. It's like he's insulting people that had been like with Prove It too, where they sell their keto stuff, so people that are sharing recipes that are, they're proud to help other people in their community. And that's they make a Facebook group. They'll have a lot of recipes and these recipes can be good. So he's like villainizing the sweet too. He's better than you because he doesn't crave sweet. He probably craves sweet so hard. He just like cries himself to sleep because he ate too many of his turmeric ginger gummies. When there's somebody that's really struggles with something, they do this weird projection thing to try to cover up their fragility, their vulnerability. He needs to try to con you, pass it off like I don't crave sweets at all. When you don't crave sweets at all, you don't need to go on and bang on about it. I said this in another video. The lion doesn't need to tell anyone he's a lion. So you can see when people are, trying to convince you of something and they repeat it over and over again, talking about how great they are. They're like pumping up their own tires. There's a really high probability that they're just full of shit. This is so funny. It's so weird how he has this hate like for sweet stuff. Oh yeah, so where I was going on with this is like people that have recipes about brownie balls. It's like that's supposed to be so wrong because then you crave sweet. You don't need to eliminate it. It's just like a nice recipe that people like to do. It's because you can't exercise self-control and have no willpower and have so much nutritional gaps. And you have these insane conversations with who knows what that you're labeling as God, that you can't manage your own nutrition. So the only thing that you can do is white knuckle your way through every day, have these imaginary conversations and give in to these ridiculous chews, these gummies from Costco, and then tell everybody, I don't crave sweets at all. And if you have brownie balls or you do like this stuff, that's just like, this is such a joke. Like people outside of this can see it, you know? But when you're sucked into this, people are going to be taking notes and they'll be making their own live videos about this.
If someone walks by me with a foo-foo sugar drink, I'm repulsed. I'm like, ugh.
No, you're not. You want it. You want it so bad. You're not talking a video. You're like dreaming about it. You're dreaming about it. And then you have to like pray about it to try to get it out of your head. And then you can't wait for the next morning to take your turmeric and ginger gummies from Costco. Only 2 of them. They taste like candy. But those sugar fruit, I mean, who would even talk about that? Unless you're like, you have this fixation and unhealthy obsession with what other people are eating. I don't even notice that if you're walking by and somebody has something. I mean, like, do you even notice? I mean, maybe you do. I don't. I'm trying to think about the last time. Maybe if I was craving it, I would notice it. I'd be like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I'd be in Waterton and somebody has the big waffle cone with the massive scoops of ice cream. And then it's like hot and I'm like, oh yeah, I want that too. Because I'd be wanting it myself. I'd be looking at it, paying attention to it. Maybe if you really want it and you want to like do some weird self-flagellation denial thing, you need to equate it with disgust and being repulsed by it. Judging others who are taking it in, who are consuming it. You only consume the Bible. People consuming a sugar frou-frou drink, you're repulsed by it. I think people are repulsed by you and this weird perversion of Christianity and this interpretation that you have that God is speaking to you all the time and it's just about controlling others. I think people are repulsed by that. This is thoroughly unimpressive. And it's still going. The grifters keep grifting, you know? So gross.
It's just, there's like something in me that's just like, it just looks so gross to me. I haven't had that.
He dreams about it. Whipped cream, just like, he dreams of doing a face plunge in your sugar frou-frou drink. Like just freaking whipped cream all over. That's what he wants to do with it. Who talks like this? This is so weird.
Sweet taste in so many months. Now, I do get a green light on sweet potatoes. And so I do probably 2 to 3 sweet potatoes a week. And he's had me start adding goat cheese on it. And so obviously there's carbs, right? So I'm not on any diet. This is
2 to 3 sweet potatoes a week. What the fuck? My cat eats mashed yams, you know? It's like, it's kind of interchangeable here in Canada. Half the time where I live anyway, in Western Canada. In Alberta, let's just like dial it down. Southern Alberta, it's sometimes labeled sweet potatoes, sometimes yams, and then sometimes it's just yams. And sometimes there's no distinction and it's just in there. So that's what it is here. My cat eats yams. I easily eat a yam or like a sweet potato as an accompaniment. Like it's not a lot. If you're active, and I mean your body, I mean depending on what you are, but it's not a lot. It's better than chugging down one of those sweet, repulsive frou-frou drinks. Let's have a sweet potato. Have an avocado on top of it. Why not? Go crazy. Eat whatever you want.
This is how I eat now. So I'm not on carnivore. I've never studied carnivore. I'm not on keto. I'm not on low carb, no carb. I'm not on any of this stuff. I eat
I'm on the God diet. I pray and he tells me what to eat.
whatever I get in prayer that isn't okay for me to eat.
What if God told you to eat sugary frou-frou drinks? Would you suddenly not be repulsed anymore? Think that might ever change? Maybe that would help increase the pain. Jack up the pain to the high level in order to teach you a lesson. Do you think that might ever happen? Oh, God told me I just needed to just have all the sugar free drinks. What was once repulsive, now it's a challenge for me. Everything can be explained away when God is telling you what to do and not to do.
And so that's meat for sure, lots of it. Meat, cheese, eggs, salmon. I don't think I've gotten a yes on any other seafood, but I got to.
Wow, isn't it amazing? You just like eat normally, and it's most obvious common sense thing after all of this bullshit dieting and stupid, trends. It always comes back to just eat real food when you can. Don't think too much about it. Amazing how that works.
Yes on salmon, so I can have salmon, whenever. But usually when I go out, unless I've already had a heavy protein day, he'll have me have steak. Usually,
Oh, yeah.
more toward.
Every time I go out, I have to have steak. God tells me that. Like, have you had steak and eggs? No, I can have steak tonight. It's funny. I like to have that too. Every time I go out, I'm like, I'll have the steak. I'll have the prime rib. I'll have the filet mignon with the bacon wrapped around it too. Good stuff. Medium rare. Sometimes if I'm adventurous, it might be blue rare, but typically medium rare for me.
Red meat. Eat a lot of grass-fed beef. So
oh, I'm in cattle country. That's here for Alberta.
We probably cook up some grass-fed hamburger, ground beef.
He eats burgers
2 to 3 times a week.
Wait till he finds out about bison burgers. Oh, the benefits of the bison.
I go through a lot of that.
It's a lot of burgers.
I do eat veggies, not a ton, but broccoli and all these different things. And for those of you, again, this is the area you're going to disagree with me the most. It's not my ideas. Okay, these aren't mine. As far as breakfast, it's usually my wonderful wife will make me some.
It's God. It's not his ideas. God is telling him to eat steak.
Some eggs, or I'm eating some leftovers. I don't need a breakfast item. Like, I don't care. If there's ground beef left over, that's what I'm having for breakfast. I eat some weird things that he approves. Pepperoni. I eat some pepperoni. Sausage, eggs, all different kinds of cheese.
Can you imagine? You just explain it away. God just tells me that God likes me to eat pepperoni. He also likes me to eat Cheez-Its, veggie thins. God likes it when I eat popsicles. God tells me. I mean, some of you are going to argue with me, but these aren't my ideas. This is coming from him. We're almost done this video.
Cheese. I'm trying to think what I get a no on that wouldn't be obvious.
What lies have I told? Well, I already said I was repulsed by the frou-frou drink. Oh, it's funny. I never seem to get any no. Everything I want seems to be approved by God. It's amazing how that happens. When was the last time I got a no? Oh, he told me not to do legs. He told me to skip leg day. That's funny. Oh, don't do it. Oh, okay. I really want to. No, you can't do it.
I don't remember last time I had regular potato. Don't even remember.
He hasn't had high altitude potato. That's the problem.
I get a no on all the other nuts, weirdly enough. And I know that some of the other nuts, at least everyone says, is healthier than peanuts, but I get a yes on peanuts for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, so let me think.
Never has had a no. I just haven't had potatoes, but I don't get no's. I always get yeses. I like to eat steak when I go out.
All right. So let's open it up for questions. So to my knowledge, I've gone through my prayer routine, immune system routine, energy and emotion management routine, exercise routine, eating routine. What questions do you guys have?
When will you stop scamming people? No, he's not liking that question. Next one. There's only 2 people on this live. And this one I thought I blocked. Just kidding.
Yeah, so Jeannie, I used to be a Reese addict. Like people, people that know me, they're like, man, that boy liked Reese's. So they
Is he saying this is because Aaron had reacted to this part? Is he saying Reese? Like, is this Reese peanut butter cups? Is it how, like, this is something that's really weird. Is it actually pronounced Reese's or is it pronounced Reese? Because for my life, like, I've always said Reese. And if it's Reese's, that is just really weird. There's no way. This is like hearing somebody pronounce Nike as like Nike or something weird like that. I mean, how do you pronounce Reese peanut butter cups? Let's see what this says. Reese's. It's not Reese's, is it? Some people might pronounce it Reese's, but the company has clarified that the correct pronunciation is with a Z sound at the end, Reese's. This video explains how to pronounce Reese's. Reese's.
Well, it is Reese's or Reese's. Fans
Can you
of the
hear?
peanut butter cups have been divided on how to pronounce it over
Well,
the
hurry
years.
up. Let's get
Half
to
of us are doing it wrong. The debate apparently is over because apparently we were so confused that Hershey, which makes the peanut butter cups, set us straight. So they're saying the correct pronunciation is Reese is. Reese is.
I told you.
But as
I fucking knew it. See, he can't. This is what? He says Reese's. Who the fuck says Reese's? It's Reese's. There's going to be people who be like, Julie, don't be so harsh. I always said Reese's too. I know. It's Reese's. This is weird, though. Who would say Reese's?
would buy me a big Reese cup for Easter
It's Reese's.
or something, and I would eat the entire thing. So I used
So what? What's the big problem?
to be, now I don't, not only do I not crave it,
He thinks about it all the time. He wants to do a face plunge in Reese's. Wait till he finds out how to pronounce. It's not Reese's all these years. It's Reese's. Oh my God.
it actually
God is telling him. He misheard.
repulses me. And
It repulses the Reese's.
no offense, I don't know. Okay, I get a yes that it's okay for me to say this. Sugary stuff just seems feminine to me. It just repulses me.
So this is an interesting thing. So I wanted to elaborate on this part of the video, and I had talked to Erin about this after I had watched her commentary on this. So keep in mind, when you are in a cult and then you're watching, a live video from this person that you respect, which is him, Reese's man, and then he is interacting with you during a live video or he says your name, that is considered like a real gift. Like that's, you feel really good about yourself. So people that are in, like whoever this person was that is asking this question is probably a devoted follower, probably is spending money. So what he does is like giving her attention and like saying her name and interacting with her, going to answer the question. But he also at this like simultaneously must insult her. And so there's that weird, this is that abuse that you need to, ridicule someone, show disgust. And at the same time, they're conflicted because yet they have attention and it's public. So they're being publicly humiliated, but you can't really pin it down. It's like, but he's just giving you advice. And God, he was like, well, should I really don't want to. I'm so hesitant about insulting you and saying that sugar is feminine and it repulses me. And my God, you happen to be a woman that's asking this question. So I'm going to say, well, God is telling me that, yeah, it's okay to speak to you this way publicly on this live video that everybody is watching with the ever diminishing audience of dude bros, very weak dude bros trying to hold up their 5-pound weights and punch for 3 minutes and 33 seconds and then jump on their trampoline. Not crazy, just the heavy bounce. Don't eat potatoes and skip leg day. And then the grandmas of network marketing hanging on their every word. All of these people, I hope they get out. None of them deserve to be defrauded and abused. Why would you talk to somebody that is like probably paying him money like this, saying it just, oh, well, God is telling me it's feminine and it repulses me. He's a fucking joke. And the world is seeing it. And you can, you know, people can like delete videos and I guess remove YouTube channels, but the truth always comes out, doesn't it? Nobody deserves to be treated that way. So somebody that's asking like, well, how did, you know, they're asking him, they're looking up to him for advice. They think that he has a conduit to God, or he is the conduit to God. God is speaking through him. Like, well, how did you give up, you know, like these candies, these Reese's? He can't even say the word fucking Reese's right. And he says, well, it just repulses me. And God is telling me that it's just feminine. He knows it's going to hurt the person. And so he masks that by saying God is directing him to tell you this. Jeannie is being used as an example right now. And she hasn't have had to, her crime could just be she was on this live video. And it was just, this is a perfect example. I need to draw another line in the sand. I need to keep everybody unstable. They never really know where they are at. That's what's going on here. What a pathetic, weak little man. That's all he does. I'll do these live videos. And he has to mock. He doesn't even know how to say the word Reese's right. Unbelievable.
It just like, I just don't want it. And I used to be a sweet freak. I mean, I used to,
well, you still eat those sweet candy gummies every morning, turmeric and ginger from Costco. Totally forgot about that, didn't you? I didn't.
Seriously, if someone bought me a 10-pack of Reese's, I would eat the whole damn thing.
So what? I could eat the whole damn thing too. I could eat it right now. I should eat it. I wish I had bought some and I would have been eating it right now. It's not a big deal. Oh my God. The hell is the problem here? It's so weird that it's just this fascination with like sweet stuff, you know, this fixation.
If they bought me one of those great big Reese rabbits, I would eat the whole thing. So believe me, I start now. Okay. One interesting thing that he has me do, most days I'll stop eating at like 3:30.
I left a comment on, Aaron had made a clip like on Instagram. And I said, the only thing that Ray hates more than women is himself. I stand by that observation.
Most days I'll stop eating at like 3:30 p.m. And then I'm getting up. I'm normally consuming that protein drink like at 5 a.m. is usually my normal, right? So it's not exactly intermittent fasting, but it's not that far off. Questions? I don't drink any milk. I never really drank much milk, but I do take whey protein.
I never drink milk. I just feel sorry for these people that are asking him questions. Do you drink milk? And you know, they're hanging on his every word. And so they're probably not going to drink milk either. This is so sad. If you have been in his community and you're starting to wake up and exit, just please know that you're not alone. And I know that this can be really harsh depending on where you're at in your journey of exiting from this thing. But you don't deserve to be used in this manner. You're worthy. You're worthy exactly as you are. You don't need to be looking to this guy saying he doesn't drink milk because God tells him not to. And I mean, this is just, and you know this. And that's why you're still here watching this video, even though you're very angry with me. You're like, but she's right. I can't deny it. She's right. And then maybe you realize it's not me after all. You're fighting with the cognitive dissonance. That's on you. That has nothing to do with me.
In what form? So we happen to have talked up on ivermectin when, you know, people were being weird about it. And so
You're taking it for parasites in your eyes. I think that's you being weird about it.
It's just a pill form. I definitely do not eat any buns. No chance.
No buns. You're missing out. Bread is a great thing. Hot buttered biscuit. Ooh, Pillsbury. Get the butter, those little biscuits, and then you put them on and bake it, but they always burn on the bottom. That's what sucks you. It's like it's either doughy and uncooked on the top, and then it's burnt on the bottom. It's, you gotta just, sometimes you luck out. Who knows the mystery of the perfectly baked Pillsbury biscuit, but you get that with some Beasel. Maybe I'm saying Beasel wrong, but I've said Beasel. Fuck you, it's not Reese's, it's Beasel, and that's not Basel. Target, I shop at Target too. Put some margarine on it. Oh, when it comes out of the oven, it melts in your mouth. It's delicious. Why wouldn't you eat that? It's so good. It's yum, yum, yum in your tum, tum, tum.
No. And I'm just,
No, it repulses me. I don't eat potatoes. I only eat sweet potato. I eat 2 to 3 a week. I used to eat a whole Reese's rabbit. I could eat, don't tell me. I know. Oh my God. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I'm just used to it now. I'm just used to eating burgers and whatever.
I just eat burgers and steak and anything I want. I eat burgers all the time.
With not my hands. I do eat salad, sure. I got a yes to ranch dressing and blue cheese dressing.
I bet you did.
I don't do much of it, but I got a yes.
Just a drizzle. Just a little bit. Did I get a yes? Oh yeah, I got a yes.
To those for me. I stopped drinking alcohol.
Sure. Yeah. Today. You can see the asterisks. Like, I stopped drinking alcohol today. Tomorrow I might get a yes. You want to buy my book?
I don't know. 4 months ago, something like
Yeah.
that. I haven't had coffee or any form of caffeine in
This is when you know anybody that starts like villainizing coffee, like I don't drink coffee, there's something wrong with them. Every time. You can pin this down. It's easy. Anybody that goes off, anybody I have ever met or encountered like virtually that starts banging on about how bad coffee is and how there's something wrong with them. It's an easy red flag. There's people that don't like coffee. There's people that don't drink it, but they don't go out there going off about it. Oh, that is a huge red flag. If there's one thing that could like alert you to the nefarious weirdness of people, it's if they start going on about how bad coffee is. You can just turn around and be like, nope, I'm out of here. It's really that easy. That's been like the common denominator I've noticed in my short time on this earth.
Almost a year and a half, probably.
He's a guy, he's told so many lies, he can't even keep them straight. Maybe 4 months ago, that one maybe a year and a half ago.
The Lord, did that. Bacon's kind of weird for me. I used to love it. I now like bacon if it's in something, like if it's in an omelet or a scramble. I don't like bacon by itself anymore. I don't know why. So.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine people paying and then they're watching this and they're like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, he used to like bacon and now I don't like it. I used to like Eggs Benedict. I went through a whole phase where I ate it every day, just about every day. It was like a summer. I think it was right before Y2K or shortly thereafter. It was that time frame. I was eating it every day. I'd go out to this motel. Fuck, I loved it. And then one day I'm like, oh my God, I can't eat it anymore because I ate too much of it. It was just a phase. Wasn't that a riveting story? I know. This is just as riveting as like why he doesn't like bacon. Oh, sometimes I like it chopped up in an omelet. Oh my God.
How much time does it take me to do all these things? Well,
good question.
The exercise is probably total
3 minutes and 33 seconds.
25, maybe 30 minutes. The immune system stuff, total of 9 minutes, probably 9 minutes. All this eating stuff, you're going to eat anyway, so I don't know.
This is what's called adding value. And this impacts a lot of people. This is why he makes the big bucks. And you can tell he's a man of God because he has an angel on his shirt too. That's the other sign. And you have a picture of Jesus behind you. This makes you relatable and trustworthy.
Yeah, burger salads are great. I only drink water. Only drink water. I don't drink anything else.
You drink protein shakes. Oh my
And
God.
yeah, as far as, so some of you are like, hey, you should check out this. Hey, you should check out that. I just pray on it. I don't check out anything. I pray, Lord, should I check this out? Should I go, do this thing? How do I eat my ground beef? We cook it. I just eat it with a spoon. Sometimes I'll put, cheese on it. Sometimes.
Can you believe this conversation is happening right now? How do you eat your ground beef? Who the fuck is typing in these questions? That's what I want to know. How could you type that in? This is how the mighty have fallen. The mighty. Oh, how do you eat your ground beef? Oh, he eats it with a spoon and sometimes he puts cheese on it. Hey, what's up? What's happening? Rank makers! Be sure to come to my Faith Over Fear live event. Only $497 for a VIP super exclusive, or $197, or get in at the super early bird special for only $97.
Sometimes
I'll tell you how I like to eat my ground beef.
I throw peanuts in it. I know that may sound strange, but I find it really good. And I know there's some haters of peanuts on here. I'm just saying, I get a green light, so that's what I do. And
somebody should just like start talking shit about peanuts on these lives and just see him lose his nut.
Also, I don't drink cold water anymore. He nudged me to do room temperature, so I do room temperature. And for me, again, like Robert's saying, it's not a diet. This isn't a diet. This is now how I eat. I no longer eat sugar stuff.
Except those gummies every morning from Costco.
No longer
that taste like candy.
Eat bread.
And the sweetness of the protein shake. It's probably triple chocolate something.
I know.
With chocolate milk. I said I didn't drink milk, but I didn't say chocolate milk.
No longer eat candy bars.
Not Reese's anyway, which is Reese's. Dude was how old before he figured out how to pronounce that word?
And I never get a yes to any protein bars.
Just protein shakes.
Fast. Believe me, I used to eat a lot of protein bars. I get a no to every single protein bar I've ever asked. And a lot of times someone's.
What about this? Okay, no. What about this? Okay, come on.
Like, hey, this thing's keto, and I get a no to it. And I don't know. I think if there's a commonality of what I get no to.
It seems to be everything that I really didn't want anyway.
Is there a sweet taste to it? He wants me away from sweet tastes. And cold showers, he moved me away from cold showers. Not that they get that cold here in Florida, but I don't do it. I do not have a weight loss support group. My encouragement is, I have a prayer group. And so the common thing of every category I just shared with you is prayer. And so I would
here's my book. If he picks up this book,
encourage you to.
No fucking way. Look at that. Wow. This is repulsive. So disgusting. A leopard never changes its spots.
Get the Faith Driven Network Marketer if you're wanting to get better at hearing him, because I talk all of.
Same shit, different pile, except this is just tampering with people's faiths now. If you want to get better at talking with God, I've got a picture of him behind me over my shoulder, picture of gratitude, and then I got an angel on my shirt, and then I'm holding up this book that I've written, and God talks to me pretty much every second of every day. I just ask him, I'm like, oh, should I eat broccoli? Should I eat peanuts? Should I lift up this 45-pound weight or not? And then you have these people asking him, do you eat ground beef?
About it. And then also just a reminder, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, I'm doing my very first kickoff event in Naples, Florida. for Business Abundance with God. And if you want to learn more about that, that's Tuesday, March 18th. It's hignengroup.com/abundance. And so I hope this is helpful to you.
That's when this video was posted. Like it was in that time frame. We're July right now.
What started all of this, by the way, what started everything? Uh-oh. I think I froze there for a second. What started everything for me is I gave the Lord permission to make me excellent in every way. And some people say, well, you don't got to give the Lord permission. I don't think the Lord cares how great of a shape you're in. I really don't. He cares about he cares about where your heart is, but you still have free will. And so I just said, Lord, I give you absolute permission, make me excellent in every way. You know, if it needs to be tough, make it tough. Like I want to be excellent. I want to be an excellent representation of you and your glory. And please help me in every.
And that's why I sell for a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme still. All you need to do is recruit how many people? Is it 2 or 3 people in this one? What's the other expression? The math ain't mathin'. God wants you to join my multi-level marketing pyramid scheme.
Area of my life, and he improved me as a man, as a husband, as a father, and my body, losing 30 pounds. And so I appreciate you guys so very much. I hope this was helpful to you. Share it with someone if you like. If you like this kind of thing, you know, share it or tag somebody. And I'll talk to you soon. I appreciate you so much. God bless. Bye.
And that's it. We got through that one. So that's what's going on. So I guess I'm thinking this might have been posted earlier this year, 2025. So that would have been the beginning of March 2025, and this is July. So I think it could have been last year. I'm not really sure, but let's just say that it was. And now all those YouTube videos have disappeared. Interesting. And so yeah, my apologies that the first part of the video, it was whatever I did to download it, it wasn't really working. And then midway I changed, and then I got like it played more smoothly. But I mean, who really cares? This was just such a disaster anyway. I wanted to show kind of like how far this has deteriorated, and just to add more commentary based on my experience when I was in Rank Makers, just pointing out these are the same tactics. It's just so dangerous. I don't want to say it's more dangerous, because it's not. It's important, like using accurate language describing these cults. And the default setting in describing these things can be to try to place it in some kind of order. This one is worse. This has become worse than it was. When abuse is abuse, and you don't grade abuse, you know, it's like this is one multi-level marketing company isn't better than or less abusive than another one. If you haven't heard of a story that has happened in a certain MLM, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It just means that you haven't heard about it yet. This shit happens in every MLM. So with this, whatever the hell is going on now, what he's selling this this Bible stuff, and then I don't know if he's still doing coaching. I imagine he still is. But people that are caught up in this with their faith, it's just another level of damage that's going to be done to people. And I don't know what the hell it is, but it really, really pisses me off when I see people's faiths being fucked over. And I'm not somebody of faith. Like, not like, I mean, maybe I am because I live in Canada, generally speaking. Oh, but I wouldn't describe myself as that at all. And it pisses me off to no end when I see somebody who is a Christian, then this is something that's very sacred to them. This is how they live their lives. This is their community. And it's just warped. And I know what's on the other side of this. I know what's on the other side of this, of me and my experience. And I just think, my God, to try to separate the stain now of what your faith and how you were raised, the beautiful parts of it, it will always be stained. You can move on, you can, accept things, you can move forward in your life, but it will forever be changed because of your involvement in this. And that I just think it's a crime, I mean, it's a crime just being like defrauding people and stuff, but that just really pisses me off, because it's just something that it shouldn't be touched. It should just be fucking respected, and it's just used as a weapon, as a tool, you know. So there you go. That's my soapbox. That's my reaction. Thank you so much to Aaron Bees, who sent me the video and who sent me information too. I really appreciate it, and definitely go check out her video for a shorter version. Thank you so much to everybody who leaves comments and who watches these videos, you know, to the very end. Each video I make, it's geared towards one person, and I've been so lucky that it's actually, they've helped more than one person, but that's still my strategy. I'm just aiming, you know, I'm going to speak to one person. And if it helps that one, you know, it might not be, I know the person, it's just like at some point, somewhere along in this life, this video is going to help one person. And that's the best way that I can create content. Remember one time I did a Tupperware video and I made it for one person that had left me a comment. I'm like, I'm going to make this whole fucking video for this one person that just left a comment. And I can go check out that video if you're interested in it. That's the way how I roll. Anyway, high altitude potatoes are the best. They've got high protein. They've also got no carbs, and they're also recommended to you by God. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.